What a long travel, I mean, since we first met, and here we are at the new Wembley Stadium for a concert for Diana.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go right back when you were neighbours and you and Kylie and Guy, and Princess Diana had just emerged on the scene. I mean, what were your thoughts about Diana back then? The royal marriage, all that amazing thing that happened.
I mean, my grandmother, who sadly sort of passed away, gave me a sort of a woman's weekly memorial sort of book on the wedding itself. I had the fortune to meet her at Joseph, funnily enough. She came and...
Actually, apparently her and the princess came a couple of times to Joseph. They loved it.
Well, they might have came... They came once whilst I was there, and I don't know whether you remember as I came up on the riser at the end. I mean, it was pretty special. She was sort of directly in my eye line in the royal circle. Obviously, I was aware that she was there, and then there was a sort of a brief meeting with her and the two boys after the show. I remember David Grinrod, who was the company manager at the time, said once it's quite so silly, but once you get one royal that comes to one of these shows, it's a family. It tends to spread through the house, and you know, and I think genuinely she enjoyed it. I mean, you know, it was a fantastic show. It was a very successful, very colourful, very family-friendly show. It's great sort of to be here today to sort of firstly pay tribute to her and her legacy, all the charities that she's supported.
Amazing amount of charities. You know?
Yeah, and I think...
And very brave charities back then. I mean, AIDS for a start, where she had no fear when she was in Africa to, you know, cuddle the young babies that had AIDS, you know, which was almost unheard of, you know.
I think so, and I think she... I mean, it's just, it's amazing that sort of 10 years on, that a pop concert, you know, we've done the Live Aid thing and, you know, we're doing the Green Earth concerts, that a woman could have such a strong impact on a country to bring people together, not through the politics of music, but just through the celebration of songs.
Oh, the concert for Diana. You're doing Joseph with the one that you discovered in the show. He's going to do a role.
Lee Mead.
And also Donny Osmond.
Donny.
Who played Joseph in America.
I haven't met Donny. What's Donny like?
He's a very nice guy.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah.
He's quite active. And
he really is, yeah.
He's a bean of excitement.
Very much so, you know. So the three of you are going to do Joseph, and this whole Andrew Lloyd Webber moment. Josh Groban with Sarah, and so it should be fantastic.
I'm absolutely honoured to be here. Slightly nervous.
Is this an exciting event for you?
It's kind of extraordinary for me in a way, because we're doing a bit of Jesus Christ Superstar here, and it's back to the kind of places we did it in the
concert version.
In the concert version originally. We did it in big stadiums like this, and it's fun. And I mean, of course, sound in here isn't exactly what you really like, you know, but it's fabulous, and I think it's going to be a very interesting event. I mean, a really big event, of course.
Well, I mean, there's something there for everyone, but with the medley of your songs, of some of the great songs you've written, was it hard to choose what you were going to do?
Yes, hard, but at the same time, clearly I knew the songs that the princess actually liked, and the shows of mine she'd seen, and therefore it was pretty simple to say, look, okay, we're going to stay with those.
Yes.
So I haven't done any of my new songs, for example. It's all from the old days.
Well, I mean, she loved Phantom of the Opera. I mean, she absolutely adored that. And then I believe she took the two young princes to Joseph.
To Joseph, you know, several times she did, yes. Because I know, because we got the tickets.
Right.
But it's you know, it's great to do a bit of Joseph here, and it's you know, in a way, it's the first show I ever wrote when I was well, the first show that ever was heard when I wrote. When I was only 18, you know.
I know.
And Superstar, I was only 21 when I wrote it. So it's going back to those sort of roots.
Can I ask you this? I mean, like, with musicals as they were back then, and also then Jesus Christ, did you back then really imagine that they were going to be so huge and have such longevity, you know?
look, when you write something, you don't think whether it's going to go on forever or not.
Sure.
You just think, I mean, gosh, I mean, particularly when one's a kid,
Yeah,
you just write for, you know, tomorrow morning, really. But with hindsight, it's extraordinary how both Joseph and Jesus Christ Superstar have really lived on.
And Phantom.
And well, of course, and Phantom and Cats, and
Yeah.
they all have an extraordinary life. But it's wonderful when they do, you know, and equally so, though, it's not something you expect.
It's going to be a great concert, and just, as I say, the rehearsals, and just the Andrew Lloyd Webber medleys is just,
Well,
chills the spine, I've got to say.
Never know. The oldies.
I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much,
Thank you
Andrew.
for asking me.